A slew of emotions hit as this Sacramento family tries to understand how their sister, 26-year-old Chastity Sparkman, was killed on Valentine's Day.
It's especially hard for her kids. My auntie has to sit here and, deal with the mood swings, and she's trying to cope herself, so we're not okay. We're trying to be, but we're not okay.
The shooting happened around 11:30 p.m. Wednesday in the Lake Crest Village shopping center in the Pocket neighborhood. Sparkman's family says from what they know, Chastity was there meeting with her husband when things turned violent.
We want to know the truth, We want an investigation. Justice. We want justice. We want...
Well, Sacramento, this shit has happened again. A Mozzy member has shot and killed, allegedly, his wife or girlfriend with the accompaniment of his ghetto-ass mistress. Now, for unknown reasons, Isaiah James met up with Chastity Sparkman. For whatever reason they met up, it was on Valentine's Day. And as the report says, they are married. But he was accompanied by Iona Burgos, whatever the fuck her name is. Now, this happened more than a month ago, just a little bit over. And their asses recently got caught all the way the fuck in New Jersey, or New York, I'm sorry. And to this day, nobody knows but the three of them what words were exchanged to where he had to pull out his soul-snatching apparatus and shoot her the fuck out. Now, a blind man can see that this was obviously a love triangle. And their asses obviously was not all the way the fuck in the East Coast, New York, to see the Empire State Building. Their asses may as well plead guilty, because fuck.
Tuesday, Sacramento police announced 25-year-old Isaiah James and Iona Burgos were arrested in New York City for the deadly shooting.
Our investigators weren't closed-minded to the fact that they may not be in Sacramento, and so kind of branching out and looking out into, other jurisdictions and areas, and that's what happened, and, ultimately we found them in New York.
Sparkman's family identified James as Chastity's estranged husband and Burgos as James' girlfriend. Police say both suspects will be extradited to Sacramento for homicide-related charges.
If you leave it to the internet, you would think that their asses was all in love, happily married. But behind closed doors, his ass is dealing with some boxing-ass bitch, and she got knocked the fuck out.
It ain't gonna be no jumping going on, is it?
No!
All right.
Her right here.
Yeah, it look like
she's trying to jump.
We don't know.
Now, her fat ass is probably asking for her inhaler as we speak, because she is in shambles, along with Mr. Isaiah James. They are in a New Yorkin goulash gang. Imagine the beads of fucking sweat of the mayonnaise, fucking beads of sweat sweating down her head. These two idiots were riding around the U.S. like whack-a-moles, trying to get to Canada, and the U.S. Marshals bounced out on their ass. They got caught in New York, guys. What the fuck? Now, I would not be SGA if I did not notice a few things, guys. I was doing a little bit of, lurking, and I came across something that kind of is alarming.
Sparkman was 26 years old and a loving mother of an 8-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter.
Her name is Lily Jones, but affectionately we all called her Pork Chop.
With candles and balloons, family and friends gathered to honor her life.
She touched a lot of lives.
Just describing the scene as we can see it right now, we do see that minivan with flashers in the middle of the road. But if you take a look to the left, you can actually see what officers are mainly investigating. If we take a very close look, as we did before we came live to you, you can see that the...
Now, guys, I noticed something that you guys may or may have not noticed. But in the span of about a week or a week and a half, it has been more than 3 or 4 incidences of some entanglement, murder, suicide, crazy ass shit. Lily Porkchop got shot and killed.
Before 5:30 p.m. along 14th Avenue and 38th Street. When officers got to the scene, they found the woman identified by family as Lily Jones with multiple gunshot wounds.
Allegedly by her ex-boyfriend or her boyfriend after arguing with the current girlfriend, guys, in Oak Park. Now, what in the fuck is the same exact thing that happened to Mrs. Chastity Sparkman? She met up with her husband, the father of her kids, and the father of her kids was with that fat-ass boxing bitch, and Chastity Sparkman ended up getting shot. The similarities, guys. Now, in that same group of people, Mr. Keyshawn Cousin Starks, he was killed in a similar fashion too, guys. I don't know the details, but he was meeting up with a girl while a whole other girl had his location. Now, the reason why I say it's similar is because a family member told me that they don't know if it's the girl who he was meeting that had him killed, or the girl that had his location, or if they were both in unison. But just like Mrs. Chastity Sparkman, it was all over some Valentine's Day bullshit. We've seen this in Sacramento too many times, and the most infamous one is when this fucking idiot, Mr. Ernest, his ass went viral as fuck for shooting his girlfriend.
Within minutes, Sacramento sheriff's deputies arrive. The suspect shoots and kills the woman before deputies open fire and kill him.
And this idiot allegedly killed the mother of his fucking 2 or 3 kids. Now, I understand that things transpire and emotions rise, goddammit, but all he had to do, or she, the fat boxing bitch, was simply put the gun down, or not bring it, or just leave, you know? And what's crazy to me is those aren't even the only ones. In the east side of Sacramento, Jennifer Evans Brown was killed by her husband, and also her husband killed their son, guys, in a murder-suicide situation, guys, fuck, in a heat of passion. Sacramento Gang Archives, this is just an update on the recent crime of fucking passion, deaths, and these situationships, and these fucking entanglements going on around Sacramento. They are all ending in fucking deaths, guys. Stay safe and watch who you love. SGA, I'm out.